Hi, we're Never Shout Never, and you're watching this on rockforevermagazine.com.
Oh, yeah.
Hey guys, it's Tori from Rock Forever Magazine, and I am here right now with Never Shout Never. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Very good.
It's hot.
Nearing the end of Warped Tour, you're gonna miss it a little bit. Maybe.
No.
Not at all.
I will miss hanging out with some of the dudes that we've been hanging out with.
Okay. Like who?
Man Overboard and the Chariot, New Beat Fund,
Yeah.
some of those guys. But actual, like, being in a parking lot all day, no. No.
Yeah, definitely the heat in the parking lot may not be the most pleasant place to be. But you guys just released a new album, Sunflower, not too long ago. You got to tell us a little more about this. Got to get down to business.
It was a very raw and organic kind of fun thing. We just decided we wanted to do a record and it'd be low stress. And
Did it all ourselves,
Yeah.
you know, no stress. Didn't even care if it sounded good. That's the first record that we've ever done. First record we've ever done where we didn't care if it sounded good.
Huh.
So it was really fun. Like, I love it.
Well, I'll let you know it does sound good. So
Thanks.
Yeah, but we didn't care if it did. So I think that helped it have like a more genuine feel, you know?
Yeah.
I guess it's just whatever comes out happens. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Not trying to cover anything up. Like, you know, like in the past we've, you know, edited vocals and things like that. On this record we didn't do any editing or anything like that.
So nobody can tell you lip sync. It's all real this time, right?
It's all real.
But it seems like on this record you experimented with a lot of different styles. You also seem to go back to your roots a little bit. So what inspired you guys musically on this album?
The good times of life. We
Yeah.
wanted to make it, you know, happy and stress-free as possible. So I mean,
Yeah, feel good, easy listening, you
Yeah.
know, but also some songs that have a little darker feel, you know, just to, you know, add some variety.
Some dark rock and roll, some jazz. There's a little jazzy.
Jazz in there. I Need You's really jazzy. A lot of major 7 chords. It's real cool.
So do you think that this album may have reflected what you actually listen to in your spare time? Maybe what's on your iPod? Some of the music you listen to?
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I
bit.
listen to all
A little
sorts
bit.
of stuff though. So
Okay. Now, I know you guys released Indigo not too long ago, and you already have Sunflower out. Do you ever feel overwhelmed releasing so much music, one album after another, or
I don't think we do.
no, not at all?
No.
Do you ever have writer's block? Because I feel like if you're writing music all the time, it never happens.
I never
had-
had writer's block.
But why do you guys choose to release so much music? That's just-
because we have the songs.
Yeah,
We have the songs and we get
I mean,
really
hell,
bored.
I have like 15 more songs plus on top of new Never Shout songs that we're working on like already. Like
Oh wow.
we just pump them out. We can write songs anytime we want. It's
We've
fucked
written
up.
quite a bit of our new record that we're going to be working on, just like sitting in the back lounge, you know, 2 or 3 of us at a time, and just be like, hey, what if we did something like this? And yeah, what if we did this kind of thing? And
Yeah.
we have a lot of downtime to be writing stuff.
Even on Warped Tour, huh? With a busy schedule, you find time?
Somehow I Manage by Michael Scott.
But now, even with all of the Never Shout Never releases, you guys also have side projects. So how do you guys balance all of the work of having, you know, giving each side project its own amount of time that it needs?
I wish we had more side projects, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of side projects? What are we talking here? What would you
Well-
like to do?
I'd like to make like a band that is just like a big giant jam band with all my friends, and like we just jam different styles and it's all instrumental.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
It'd be cool.
And now, not too long ago, the No Room for Rock Stars documentary came out, and I feel like after watching that, I really didn't think you guys were going to come back on Warped Tour. You didn't seem to have a very good time. So what brought you back, and how are you enjoying your experience this time?
That was a very stressful tour for a number of reasons.
Okay.
For everyone.
Yeah, for everyone.
I mean, you had an injury. We saw you walking around with the
Multiple
crutches.
injuries.
Okay. Even worse.
One big problem was we had 6 band and 6 crew at the time, so there were 12 people living on the bus.
Plus wives and
girlfriends. You know, so sometimes there'd be 18 people on the bus, and it's like
Yeah.
trying to like scurry past each other.
There's no
And
privacy. Like
Yeah.
you would come up into the front lounge like this, and there'd just be people everywhere. And then you're like, okay, I'm
And then
gonna
we
go to the
also
back
have
lounge.
parties and shit.
Yeah, we had party, and then it wasn't just like us hanging out. It was like like a shit ton of like our friends were always coming over. So there was like 20 plus people on our bus like all
It was
the
just
time.
nonstop. There's no time to relax, really.
Yeah.
On this tour, it's been a lot more chill, and I feel like the reason we came back is because we wanted to revisit this scene. Like we haven't really tried to be a part of this this music scene since the last Warped Tour.
Yeah.
So we wanted to revisit it and, you know, reconnect with the people that come out to Warped Tour and, you know, and then move on from here and, you know, go back to kind of doing our own little thing.
Yeah.
You know, but it's fun to come back and revisit it and,
Yeah.
you know, like, you know, just make amends almost, because I felt horrible with the way that the last tour ended and how everything felt so negative, and I just wanted to make amends, you know, and come back and make it okay and show that we can be you know, that we can survive a Warped Tour and not be a bunch of pansies about it.
Yeah.
You know, like, and we did, and all our shows have been amazing, and it's going way better than we thought. So
Yeah, the kids have been great. The shows have all been
we had no
perfect.
idea what to expect going back to Warped Tour, but it's been going 200% better than I even planned. So
You were definitely welcome back with open arms, that's for sure. And you guys are doing signings and you're doing the Band Happy lessons every day. So what has been your favorite fan experience of this tour? You know, you're going to be closer to them and come back to Warped Tour.
I think the kids at the shows, just seeing them and stuff has probably been my favorite, you know, fan experience. Because at signings, it's so like quick and mechanical, and it's like, oh, how you doing? Here
I
you
don't
go.
really like signings. It's not a good portrayal of our actual who we are, you know, because it's so, you know,
It's not because
machine-like.
Right, exactly. We want to be more personal to these kids. Like, we want to actually be able to hang out with them. And at a signing, it's like, oh, hi, how you doing? Here you go, bye. Hi, how you doing? You know,
It's a double-edged sword, because at the same time, it's like those kids are so stoked to have you sign their poster, but you want to be like,
I want to be nice.
Yeah.
I want to
Be their best friend, all of them.
hang out, you know.
don't have enough friends.
And so for anybody who hasn't been able to go to the Band Happy lessons, can you tell us some more about what you've been doing and how that's been going?
Yeah, pretty much it's a workshop where I talk about songwriting and answer a lot of questions. We all write a song together, and just hang out. You know, that's my favorite fan time that I've done, because it's one-on-one. These kids get to see me in a personal sense, and we get to talk like normal people. And so we all write a song together, and I try to give them all the tools that they need to walk away and write a song on their own.
Yeah, so I guess that helps you get a little closer to the fans, aside from the signings.
Yeah.
And so for anybody watching who might be an aspiring songwriter, what's your number one tip for them on how to write a song?
It's really, honestly, it's a process, and I can't just give you one tip to write.
Top 3 tips?
Tell a good story.
You tell a good story, and the good thing to become a better songwriter is write at least one song or 2 songs a day, and keep going and going and going. The more and more you do that, the more and more you start to get better at songwriting.
Yeah. And one thing that I love is that you post a lot of quotes on Twitter, really cool quotes. So what is your favorite quote that you'd like to share? I thought that'd be fun if each of you have favorite quotes that you'd like to share.
Excuses are the nails that built the house of failure.
Huh.
Do you know
I
who
have a
said
mental
that?
picture now.
Who was that?
John Wooden
John Wood.
was a basketball coach.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There we have it. Anybody else want to share one?
You may all go to hell and I'll go to Texas. Davy Crockett said that.
And we are in Texas, so that is very relevant. Thank you for that. And if you guys had to come up with a mission statement of what it is you want to accomplish through music, what would your mission statement be?
Just being positive and having fun, I guess.
Don't take everything too serious. I mean, just have fun.
Anything else you want to add?
Relax, have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of bands who have very different vibes on stage on this tour. So it was nice to come over to your stage and, kind of like relax and listen to some fun music.
I have to go grab my girlfriend.
Oh.
All right, can you guys take care of this?
He's saying goodbye.
Sorry, it was a pleasure though.
Yes, it was nice to meet
Very
you.
nice to meet you.
And it was a fun
See you,
interview.
kids.
And now who's
Thanks
going to
for
talk
letting us
now that
out.
the most talkative one left?
Hayden's pretty talkative.
Yeah, Hayden, step it up.
No pressure on you now, right? But you've had some interesting publicity over the years. So what do you think is the biggest misconception about the band for anybody who might not quite understand you or know you too well?
I don't know. I mean, I get the vibe that sometimes people think we're dicks. Just not good people, kind of pretentious. I don't know. I don't really know though. So I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Honestly, I really don't care what anybody thinks.
It's really not. And
that's the best advice I can give anybody is don't care what anybody thinks.
Yeah.
Just be yourself and do you and be a good person and try to help everyone around you. but don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. I don't care what anybody thinks about our band. I don't even think about it.
It's
I don't
true.
want to think about it.
There's nothing to think
If people
about.
love it or hate it, I don't care either way.
Yeah.
It's all the same to me.
Yeah.
I guess if you're being yourself, then you know that everybody who's watching you genuinely loves you for you, not anything else. So that's good. And now, what has been the highlight of your career so far? You guys have become a huge band and have experienced a lot throughout your career. So what has been the highlight thus far?
Oh wow.
How about each of you guys can share one? Because I have a feeling there are a lot of memories.
There was a show. There was a show that we played in Brazil. I don't. Or maybe even Mexico. We played Mexico one time, and it was.
Mexico or Brazil?
It was-
Rio, I think it was maybe Rio de Janeiro or Sao Paulo.
Oh, I think
We played a really show that just felt super epic.
Yeah.
It was for, it was in South America and it was for thousands of people, so it was just like, it was really, really fun.
Yeah,
We
it
had
was
no
really
idea
fun.
that we were, that we could draw down there or anything that people even knew we existed.
Yeah.
But that's our biggest draw. It's down in South America, and whenever we realized that, we were just like, holy shit, like, how did it get down here, and how is this happening right now?
The internet is powerful. That's what I think. Maybe the internet kind of spread the word. Anything else you want to share? Or is that the same for both of you guys, a big highlight?
We've had so many good times.
Yeah, there's been so
like,
many highlights, like
on stage, off stage, personal life, music life, like everything's been amazing, and we've also had some dark periods too, but those have helped us, because it's the struggles in life that make you stronger,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm just happy with where we're at right now. So right now is honestly, it's a highlight.
Yeah.
That's a good way to think. This moment is perfect, right? And what are your plans for after Warped Tour? What's coming up right after this?
After this, we're gonna take the rest of the year off to kind of get our wits about us. Finished a lot of music that we that we're trying to put out, write, record, and just also we're taking a little bit of a vacation over to the West Coast, and just gonna get our heads in the
Right place, writing and recording. I'm trying to get 4 records done by the end of the year, so we're just
Or
gonna
Never Shout Never, or a different side project?
a Never Shout, a solo record, Gonzo record, and an Eat Me Raw record. And we're hoping to get all those done by the end of the year. That's our goal. And yeah, we're just gonna hightail out, try to get a place by the water, and just record.
Go for the long haul.
Yeah, just dive into creativity and dive into freedom.
I find that a lot of bands, when they go to write albums, they go out, somewhere deserted, basically, to clear their minds. So do you find that you guys write better songs, or you're more clear-minded when you get away from the tour life or this environment?
Honestly, I would say my best songs have been written in a normal day where I sit down for an hour and bust out a whole song in 1 hour, and it just came naturally.
Any of the songs we would know?
All of the songs that we've ever put out, really. The only seclusion I've ever done is locking myself in my room, really,
So this will be a new experience then, to kind of get away, go on a vacation.
Yeah, we're not really going to be secluded. We're going to be in, I'm sure we'll be close to other stuff. We're just going to have a chill spot where we can, get down on some medicine, some herbal medication, and just have a good time and, rock and roll.
Just hang out.
Rock and roll, Rolling Stone style.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Loving life.
Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. And our -1 member that's not here anymore, thank you to him. And everybody watching, make sure you check out Never Shout Never. Their album Sunflower is out now. You can get it on iTunes. And while you're at it, subscribe to our channel for more interviews. And I'll see you next time. Bye.